Om JJ Saima. I honor that divine feminine within you and within me. It is my joy to join you here in this moment for a conversation on conscious living, specifically talking about finding peace within. People really have an opportunity to see where are they enlightened and where are we still being triggered or bothered or upset by the people around us. And there can be a lot happening on all dimensions of our life, whether it's in our work environment, in our family. Perhaps we see and spend time with extended members of our family. We don't have as much of a relationship. Maybe we're not around other people, and it activates feelings of loneliness or feelings of grief. Or maybe we want to give gifts to someone, but we don't have the finances for that. And so it brings up feelings of scarcity or contraction, where we are presented with a world that is in a joyful, merry place, and yet that's not always what we may be experiencing in each moment. As a human being, until we are enlightened, until we fully remember ourselves as source, and we're no longer tethered to any aspect of limitation in our belief systems and in our identity, we will continue to be triggered. And there are certain times where in an environment where the triggers are more prone. I remember a wonderful saying from the great spiritual teacher Ram Dass, right? Be here now. Beautiful inspiration for many on this planet. And he had this saying. He said, if you think you're enlightened, go and spend a week with your family. And I think that is such a beautiful teaching to share, that even if we think we're in an enlightened state, sitting in the woods somewhere, meditating in a cave, walking on a beach somewhere, and we feel so expanded and so good, the work of where are we still abrasive inside of ourselves comes up when we put ourselves in these situations. And in my view, when we become aware of ourselves being triggered, it is a true opportunity for celebration. It is an opportunity to take a moment and acknowledge to myself, oh, I'm aware that I'm triggered right now. What do I mean by triggered? I mean emotionally contracted in that moment. My perception of life maybe is more narrowed. There's a level of emotional discomfort, irritation, frustration, anger, upset, jealousy, anything like that, right? There's an emotional component to it. And there's often a story component as well. They did this to me. This is what's going on. Here I was wrong. This is what's wrong about this, right? So we have all of these elements that constitute a trigger. And so what I'm saying is that when we are aware that the trigger is happening, it's an opportunity for celebration. Because in that moment, we can create spaciousness between our awareness of being triggered and the experience of the trigger itself. And in that space that gets opened up, we can give the trigger space to breathe, and then naturally the intensity immediately starts to go down. And then we can start to apply whatever tool or technique or thing that we have to do that. And I also say celebrate because it brings awareness to us of the places we still have to grow and learn. I had to make a shift personally many years ago, where I went from a belief that when I became aware of being triggered, it was a cause of shame or embarrassment or something that there's wrong with me, to more of a compassionate look at, oh, here's another opportunity to become a better human being. And then the whole thing opens up. So this is my first invitation around finding peace within, is a reframing of our relationship with us being triggered, so that we can be triggered and immediately start to put a pattern or a habit in ourselves of shifting from being triggered to being grateful for being triggered because of the blessings of what it brings in our life. Now, that does not be easy, but it is simple. So that's the first invitation. Okay, I'm triggered. I'm aware that I'm triggered. I am grateful. There's an opportunity to grow here. And that will provide a foundation for everything, a compassionate foundation for ourselves.